Tesla has made headlines by refusing to settle a legal case, a decision that could ultimately cost the company an additional $183 million. In a significant turn of events, Tesla turned down a $60 million settlement offer related to a wrongful death lawsuit involving its autopilot feature, which has now resulted in a staggering $243 million verdict against the automaker, as revealed in recent legal filings. This situation is particularly noteworthy as it showcases Tesla's commitment to its stance against settling cases it deems unjust. However, this principled stand may have serious financial repercussions for the company. To provide some context, the lawsuit in question stems from a tragic incident in 2019 involving a Model S in Florida. During the crash, the driver, distracted by a dropped phone, failed to stop at a T intersection, leading to a collision with a parked Chevy Tahoe. This accident resulted in the death of one pedestrian and left another seriously injured. This case marked the first time a jury has ruled against Tesla in a wrongful death case related to its autopilot technology, distinguishing it from previous settlements that the company had reached in similar situations. Adding to the controversy, Tesla was accused of withholding crucial data during the trial, which certainly does not reflect well on the company's image. Ultimately, the jury found the driver to be 67% at fault, while Tesla was assigned 33% of the blame. However, the jury also imposed a hefty $200 million in punitive damages against Tesla, while the plaintiffs managed to settle separately with the driver involved. In light of this verdict, Tesla has announced its intention to appeal the decision, and it is expected that the company will explore every possible avenue in its legal strategy. The outcome of this appeal remains uncertain, and we will be closely monitoring developments. Interestingly, new information has surfaced indicating that Tesla had previously rejected a $60 million settlement offer before the jury's verdict was announced. If the verdict stands, this refusal could lead to an additional financial burden of $183 million for the company. Instead of accepting the settlement, Tesla proposed a counteroffer that included a lower amount and a non-disclosure agreement, which the plaintiffs did not accept. This latest revelation came to light as part of a motion filed by the plaintiffs' attorneys, who are now seeking to have Tesla cover their legal fees accrued since May 30th, the date when the settlement was initially proposed. This situation implies that Tesla's decision to decline the settlement could also result in additional costs for the plaintiffs, including ongoing legal fees and expenses related to any future appeals. Moreover, the verdict sets a legal precedent that could have far-reaching implications for similar cases in the future. Tesla's refusal to settle is a rare instance of the company adhering to a commitment made by CEO Elon Musk, who has previously stated that the company would never settle cases it believes to be unjust. Musk has expressed this sentiment while attempting to build a robust litigation team, a goal he has reiterated multiple times throughout Tesla's history. However, it is worth noting that this commitment to not settle has not been consistently upheld, as Tesla has reached settlements in several other wrongful death cases and other legal disputes over the years. For instance, the company settled cases involving the deaths of Walter Wong and Clyde Leach, as well as a lawsuit concerning excessive compensation for its board members and a case related to misleading claims about its self-driving technology. These actions suggest that Tesla may have deemed those cases justifiable for settlement, raising questions about the sincerity of Musk's earlier statements. From a broader perspective, while Musk's commitment to transparency in legal matters is commendable, the reality is that Tesla's legal strategies often reflect standard business practices rather than a genuine pursuit of justice. The company likely opted to settle previous cases to avoid setting legal precedents that could negatively impact its future litigation outcomes. This is a common tactic among businesses, particularly when they perceive a significant risk of losing a case. In this instance, Tesla may have believed that the chances of a negative verdict were low, or perhaps it was relying on external factors, such as political connections, to mitigate its legal challenges. Interestingly, the settlement offer was made just days before a public fallout between Musk and a political figure, which raises questions about the timing and motivations behind Tesla's legal decisions. Ultimately, Tesla's decision to reject the settlement could indicate a belief that the case was unjust, prompting the company to fight on moral grounds. However, the fact that it proposed its own counter-offer complicates this narrative, suggesting that the motivations may not be as noble as they appear. In reality, the decision-making process likely involved a careful calculation of potential costs versus the likelihood of success in court. A common approach for many corporations. This situation serves as a reminder that while Musk's statements may resonate with ideals of integrity, the actions of the company often tell a different story. As Tesla moves forward with its appeal, it has the financial resources to continue this legal battle, especially if it sees any glimmer of hope for a favorable outcome. However, if the situation continues to deteriorate, the company could face not only the additional $183 million in costs, but also the establishment of a legal precedent that could have significant implications for future wrongful death lawsuits. The attorney representing the plaintiffs, Brett Schreiber, has expressed readiness for further legal confrontations, indicating that this case is far from over. In a related note, if you have ever considered transitioning to solar energy, now is an opportune moment to act, as the 30% federal solar tax credit is set to expire this year. To find a reliable solar installer in your area who offers competitive pricing, consider using EnergySage, a free service that connects you with pre-vetted solar providers. This platform ensures you receive high-quality solutions while saving 20 to 30% compared to going through the process alone. Plus, you won't receive sales calls until you choose an installer and share your contact information. Your personalized solar quotes are easy to compare online, and you will have access to unbiased energy advisors to assist you throughout the process. Start your solar journey today.